We failed to find an autograph in our first hobby box, so we're still in search for a real one. We're going back at it. 2026 Topps Heritage Baseball Hobby Box. Let's get into it. Welcome to Stonebreaker Gallery. Got another hobby box for you. Another Heritage from 2026. The new stuff. Trying to find our first autograph. Pulled a Relic out of our first hobby box. I mean, it was a pretty good one. Numbered. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already. But we're looking for an autograph. A little bit harder to find this year in this release, because for some reason a lot of the autographs, like half the autographs, got cut out from last year to this year. So we're dealing with about half the amount of autographs in this product. A little bit harder to find. 1 in 8, 1 in 7 boxes, something like that. But we got 3 hobby boxes. This will be my second one, so my chances should be a little bit better to find a hobby box, to find an autograph. But we're looking for the real one. See, we got how many cards? Was it like 160 cards in here? Yeah, we got 20 packs, 8 cards per pack. It doesn't say, but I mean, I think that's about 160, right? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, let's see. We got lots of stuff in here. Got lots of gray borders. We got our speckles, which what's the color? Light blue speckles. Lots of variations, short prints. You know, you name it, it's in here. Everything but the kitchen sink. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna rip this open. I'm gonna rip stack by stack. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and rip the first stack, and we'll get going. All right, here we go. Gonna look through our first stack. I see a couple of our light blues in there. All right, you know what? I don't even want to. I'm gonna cut that. Make the stack a little bit smaller. All right, we got stolen base leaders. Sia Suzuki, Isaac Collins, Jordan Westberg, Will Smith. And our first light blue is gonna be rookie quad. Let's see. I can't read the names. Doesn't look like anybody I know anyway. All right, so we'll set that one over there. All right, we get our first gray. Man, moving all them cards around, I didn't even glance over at it. Got our first good rookie parallel. I think the grays are pretty low print run. I'm not sure. I'm sure I've flashed it up there by now, but we'll get this one sleeved up for sure. All right, maybe that's a good sign that we're gonna get us a good card, an autograph in here or something. All right, we got something turned around. Gonna be our Chrome Yastrzemski. All right, Christian Moore, Alec Burleson, Cole Wilcox. All right. Second part of the stack, Lars Nootbaar. There's Nick Kurtz on the cup. Man, it's really white. The white background, the white jersey. Vladdy on the All-Stars. And our light blue is gonna be Sean Murphy for the Braves. Our dark gray, Marcus Semien, and we've got a ready action, Mike Trout. Like that. A blue, which I don't know if the color means anything. We got Cal Raleigh and Schwarber. Jared Jones, Chase Burns. We got a card turned around. Gonna be a chrome of Acuna. Luis Angel Acuna on the base chrome card. And Sanchez to end out that stack. Now, if I remember correctly, in our first hobby box, our hit was in this stack right here. I think it was, I don't know, wasn't the last pack, it was the second to the last pack. So, tell you what, let's just look at that pack real quick and just see if it's thick. I don't know. Tell you what, it does feel a little thick. All right, so we'll leave it. I don't know, curiosity got the better of me. But we'll go next stack. Let's get it. All right, let's see what we got in this part of the stack. Shota starting us off. Christian Yelich for the Brewers, LA record breaker. First player in MLB history with 115 extra base hits and 115 stolen bases in his first 300 games. Way to go. Way to go, kid. All right, Matt McClain. Man, he's having a heck of a spring. Hope he keeps it up. And Matt Wallner. And our sparkle gonna be, who is that? Ichiro? And you just can't these are hard to read. Ichiro wins MVP and Rookie of the Year. That was 25 years ago. Say it ain't so. I like that one though. All right, so we got Shane Smith on the dark gray. Tovar. Still have yet to pull over Roman Anthony. Newt Bar on the sparkle. And Devers on the base chrome. So let's see what we got in the second part of this stack. All right. Wish there was a way to distinguish which ones were the short prints. I mean, maybe. All right, we got a refractor of Crochet. Cool. Maybe it's like in a certain part of the pack. I'm sure it is. I just don't know where. All right, we got Shane Baez on the light blue sparkle. And our dark gray gonna be Wilyer Abreu. And that's gonna do it for the first half of the box. We got one more half to go. All right, we're gonna orange crush this stack. All right, let's see if we can pull anything nice out of this half of the box. I mean, we've gotten one stage-worthy card so far. I mean, I'd like more out of my hobby box. I don't know about you. All right, here we go. Okay, we got a chrome of Schneider. Davis Snyder with the stash. And our dark gray is going to be Patrick Bailey. And this is the third color that I've seen. I guess it's a brown, maybe Maybe they just match the teams. I don't know. But here's Manny Machado on the Ready in Action. That'll be our only insert out of this box, I imagine. Cave, Loperfido, Manzardo, Victor Scott, Basallo. Now I'm wondering, is that a short print? Let me see if I can. Let me zoom in on the code. Where's the code? That is not a short print. Okay. I just hadn't seen that card yet, so I was wondering. All right, we got Ernie Clement on the light blue sparkle. Acuna. And Yamamoto, Wu, and Andy Pages on the refractor. So, nice looking card there. And these refractors look nice. I like it. And a dark gray of the NL Championship. Dodgers sweep Brewers. Good Shohei card. I like that one. Any card with Shohei for sure. All right, let's see what's in the second part of this stack. Carter Jensen. Gonna start us out. And Bobby Castillo on the light blue, and our gray is going to be Mitch Keller and Corbin Burns. That's going to do it. So we've gone 3/4 of a box. No hit yet. And only one card that I've deemed stage worthy, the Jack Caglione. So we got 5 packs left. Our autos got to be in here. We'll just go 1 pack at a time on this last one. Got to be in here, right? All right, so we got Suarez starting us off. Corbin Carroll, Carlos Correa. All right, Mike Trout. I hadn't seen that card, I don't think, either. Man, I'm sorry to do this to y'all, but I gotta look. 1-7. All right. I mean, they're kind of forcing me to do that because sometimes I want to know, and that's the only way to find out. Look at that number. All right, we got Gavin Lux on the chrome. That's a cool looking card. I like that. The white and the red. Yeah, that's a cool looking card. Then we got Jeremy Pena to end out that pack. All right, we got 4 packs left, and like I said, my last box, it was not this pack, not the next pack, but the next one. All right, we got earned run leaders, Skeens and Scooble, Denzel Clark, Chris Bryant. And rookies. I think that's the sparkle that we pulled earlier. Oh, we get our first The Enterprise. Man, Caglione kind of box. This is man, some of these sets are gonna be tough to put together. All right, I like it. Let's leave that one up. All right, we got 3 packs left. What is in this one? Let's find out. I see a sparkle back there, light blue sparkle. So we got Dingler, Bubba Chandler rookie, and yeah, Cal Raleigh, Cam Smith, Machado, and Bo Naylor on the light blue. There we go. We got another good gray one. So we get Trey Savage on our dark gray. Nice rookie. All right, I'll take it. And Mason Miller, gonna end out that pack. All right, this is the one that I thought felt thick. So let's see what we got. See if we got us a nice thick relic in here. We do. I was right. Man, sometimes you just don't like being right. This is one of those times. Trey Turner. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna be happy with this one. I might be happy with this one. I don't know. I didn't see the player. Didn't see the name. We're gonna set it over here. We got Cole Young on another refractor. And I'm going to open up this last pack, then we're going to look at the relic that we got. Let's go ahead and buzz through these last few cards here. All right, we got Riley, Salvi. Going to end it with Hader. I'm sure there's a SP in there, but let's get to this card here. I don't know, I'm kind of at a loss because I don't know, I've never seen one that's red before. Okay, maybe this is the back of the card? Well, I don't feel a relic though, so I think this is the front. I'm sorry I'm taking so long. Here we go. We're just going to rip off the Band-Aid. It's numbered. Boom. 47 of 77. Clubhouse collection. Corbin Carroll. Okay. I'll take it. Game used. Memorabilia. Man, I was hoping it was going to be signed. But I'll take it. Now, I wonder why this one is... Well, I'll tell you what. This one's 77 out of 77, but it's colored. I don't know. So that's 2 hobby boxes I've opened, and both my relics have been numbered to 77, but one of them looked like a real one, and this one, I don't know. I got a lot of research I got to do on this product, but that's a cool card. I like it. Let me get it sleeved up. All right, so we got our 3 inserts. We got 2 here, and then we get the Enterprise Caglione up there. And we got, our grays. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got our 8 grays. We got 1 extra refractor. I believe we only got 2 last time, so that's cool. And then we got our light blue sparkles, which there again, we didn't get any that I like the Ichiro, of course, the Cardinal, but no good rookies, nothing like that. So kind of striking out on my light blue speckles, on all my speckles, even in the mega boxes that I've opened too. So we got our base chromes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 of those. Nobody of, note. And then our base, we got our, hit of this rip for sure. Gonna be the Corbin Carroll, but I do like the Caglione and the Savage on the gray border. Those are pretty low print run, but we got the Clubhouse collection relic card from Corbin Carroll here. Thank you for your jersey, sir. Appreciate it. I will display it proudly. I'm a Corbin Carroll fan, so all right, that's going to do it for hobby box number 2. Let me know what you think. I'm 0 for 2 for autographs, so I'm thinking, you know what? If you're not going to give me an autograph, I'm just not going to buy any more hobby boxes. I'll just buy mega boxes from here on out. But I've got one more hobby. I'm hoping that I can get lucky, by opening that third one, maybe narrow the odds a little bit more, get me a good autograph. Don't know what I'm going to be coming at you with next time. Probably another mega box of Heritage, hopefully, if I can find a box to open. That's going to do it for this one. Like the video, comment down below. Until next time, we'll talk at you later.